Ladies and gentlemen, we have Unit 3, Lesson 3, Comparing and Ordering Integers. The very first thing I want you to do is to go through these quick check problems right now so that we can go ahead and double check and make sure that we have this understanding correct. Now, I have a negative absolute value of 18. So this is just the same thing as saying I have a negative absolute value of 18. So the absolute value would go first. So I have 18, a negative 18. Here, I have absolute value of 14 minus the absolute value of negative 9. So as we do the absolute value, since it's the distance from 0, it's 14 minus 9, and that equals 5. I have the negative absolute value of negative 30 plus the absolute value of 0. So the absolute value of negative 30 is 30. I have a negative 30 plus 0 equals negative 30. The opposite of 5, negative 5, is positive 5. So it's the opposite side of the number line. If we take a look, fill in the number sentence with greater than, less than, or equal to. This is what we're going to be focusing on today, is comparing and ordering integers. So the very first thing that we need to do is take a look and graph the numbers on the number line. I have 12, and I have negative 4. Now to compare these two numbers, we take a look which one is furthest to the right. The one that is furthest to the right is larger. When you look, you have a positive number and a negative number. The positive is always going to be larger. But in this case, note right here, we have negative 3 and negative 5. So put those on the number line and then tell me which one is larger. Go try these 3 problems. Pause the video now. If we take a look, negative 3 is closer to the right, so negative 3 is going to be larger than negative 5. In other terms, you'd rather owe people $3 instead of owing people $5. Here I have negative 5 and 0. 0 is larger than negative 5, because negative 5 is further to the left on the number line. 6 is greater than negative 1. A positive is always greater than a negative. All right, go ahead, turn over to the next page. I want you to read through this problem, underline and circle important information, okay? The temperature on Tuesday was 2 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature on Wednesday was negative 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Write an inequality to compare the temperature. Explain the meaning of the equality. Okay, so I have a positive 2, then I have a negative 2. Which one is larger? So you're going to use the inequality signs greater than, less than, or equal to in order to figure that out. We know that 2 is larger than negative 2. Okay, so we're going to explain that 2 is greater than negative 2. Since it is positive. Now, when we're taking a look at ordering from smallest to largest, one of the best, easiest way to do it is to graph it on a number line. So we graph these, negative 6, negative 3, 0, and 6. And then we go left to right. Negative 9 is the smallest, negative 3, then 0, then 6. Next way to do it is compare the negatives and then compare the positives. So we know that the negatives are always going to be first, so that we know that negative 9 is less than negative 3. And we know that 0 is less than 6. So that's how we could order it. I want you to try this problem. The table shows the lowest elevation for several continents. Order the elevations from smallest to largest. From smallest to largest, or least to greatest. Okay, pause the video right now and go through it. Let's take a look. They are all negative numbers. And so the larger the negative, the smaller that it's actually worth. So if I have Asia, which is at negative 418 meters, this is its lowest point. Then I look, what's the next smallest? I have a negative 156, which is Africa. Then negative 105, which is South America. Then I have negative 86, which is North America. Then Europe. Then Australia. So if we took a look and ordered them, that's negative 418, negative 156, negative 105, negative 86, negative 28, negative 12. That's my order from smallest to largest. All right. Make sure that you have those quick check problems done and that you're ready to go.